Have you ever canoed down a babbling brook?
No, but I have cried at a Taco Bell.
Oh, same thing. Listen up, campers.
It's time to buckle up, pitch a tent, and take a hike.
Because Camp Counselors is a variety show.
So prepare for a good old-fashioned kumbaya,
Weird news,
hot gossip,
and scary stories around the campfire.
so spooky.
Is this podcast even about camping?
No, but it is camp. This is Camp Counselors.
Hey, happy campers.
Welcome back to Camp Shady Birch.
It is week 163 here at camp.
Your sweater is pretty campy what you're wearing.
Thank you. I'm feeling big brass and big camp energy. It is some would classify as an ugly Christmas sweater. It is a little tight on me, I will say.
You're a suggestion of a human being right now. Like when you walk by, like, I don't even know.
I'm gonna be honest. I think this is like for like older, frail ladies, is what it's giving.
Jonathan, I bought it in the women's section at Kohl's last year on clearance.
Period. Okay, well, and here I am wearing it. There's a flamingo on it, and he's got questionable substance on his beak. What is that?
You're giving swinger.
Oh, am I? Upside down pineapple ass?
Yeah, you're giving upside down pineapple.
Hello, drop it in the comments. What's your digits? Don't do
I'm
that,
wearing
actually.
a first grade teacher's classic little sweater vest here. It's got a little reindeer on it, Santa stuck in a chimney, and I have on my head, as you can see if you're watching on YouTube, just a little bit of an accoutrement, a little stack of gifts. I'm feeling like Stacy right now from Potomac. Very QVC of me, and you're welcome because all of the Christmas gear has been from me so far.
That is so true. And don't forget, campers, Counselor Zachariah's presence is a present.
Amen to that. Well, can I just start off the episode by complaining about something?
I was hoping you would.
Something so shocking and appalling happened to me this week that I immediately overreacted, and some of you may have seen it on Instagram, and then I had to kind of back up a little bit. What?
I forgot because I was in therapy when this happened. I get back to the car. You're like, I have to tell you something. I deleted offline. I shouldn't have said it, but I did.
So Jonathan and I have been sharing a car for 6 months. We'll get into that in a little bit. It's been a lot, right? We're not in New York anymore, so we need 2 cars, but we've only had my car this entire time. So on last week, Jonathan had therapy, and I scheduled a haircut in the same vicinity with my friend Jordan the same time. So it actually hypothetically worked out great because he was going to therapy for an hour. My haircut's like 30 minutes. It's all good and dandy. So I drop you off at therapy, and then I go get my haircut. And my friend Jordan, she has this like hair salon called like the Phoenix Lounge in New Bedford. Shout out Jordan, we love you. But it's in this parking lot that's like a shared like building space, right? So there's multiple offices in there. And when you pull in, it says that every spot is numbered and that like people that don't have a spot will be towed.
Right. And that's always like an empty threat. We see that everywhere. How many times have we parked at the YMCA? Well, now they're charging people, which I feel like they should get their bag. But I want to see that curb cleaned up. I'll say that.
Yeah, every time they threaten towing, I am like the biggest like, that's not gonna happen.
It's like, who wants to bring a tow truck in here?
So I go in and get my haircut. We're kikiing. We're having a good time. I'm in there for maybe 35 minutes because 5 minutes was certainly just gabbing and conversation. And I come out and my car is still there, mind you. And mind you, I did park in like the closest spot to the door. So it pretty much was VIP parking with a number on it. Like it was like spot 6. And I'm like, all right, go for it. Like it's available and I'm doing business in the building. I'm contributing to small business. I'm contributing to the economy. I deserve a spot. Like stop policing spots, first of all. I don't even get it.
You say that until it's your spot and then like a rando comes
Honey,
in.
I don't have a spot, so I don't got to worry about that.
Period.
I don't got to sympathize with the corporate spots, okay? I just don't care. So I parked there because I'm doing business in the building. So I come out and there is a giant orange sticker on my windshield that said something along the lines, we'll put a picture up here, won't put it on the Instagram. It was like, we know what you did. You can't park here. And that was in Spanish too. It was like, you can't park here. You're on surveillance. A tow is on the way. And I was like, oh my God, what the heck? It was like this giant sticker right on the windshield, like right where I would be driving. So I'm like, oh my God. So I go to get my fingernail out. It's already available. And I start scraping the corner. This is like an industrial gorilla ass glue sticker. And I said, these motherfuckers, are you kidding me? They put like the world's stickiest sticker so I couldn't take it off, and the tow truck's on its way.
Also, it was deliberately right in your line of view on the driver's side.
They're
It
trying to
wasn't in the
stop you
middle.
from driving. They want you to get towed.
Oh, I missed the part that it said that the tow truck was actually coming. That's
Yeah, well, that they're threatening to tow. They're
please.
like, you're getting towed. So I'm like, absolutely not. So I was like, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna whip this car out of here before I get in trouble. You're not gonna tow me, and I'll crank my neck around it, and I'll drive to the right. I can listen. I've been driving for 15 years. Okay, don't test me, bitch.
I know these roads like the back of my hand. I
Look,
gotta memorize. I can do it with my eyes closed.
I'll whip the Mazda. Don't worry about me. So as I'm whipping out the parking lot, right? I'm getting a text from Jordan, and she's like, "Oh my God, did they put a sticker on your car?" And I'm like, "Shut up." Yes. And I didn't want to text Jordan and tell her that because Jordan gets anxious, and I don't
Yeah,
want
and you
her
do
to
want to like
feel.
put it on her.
And
Yeah.
it's not on her. Like, I saw the signs. I knew I could have parked a little further out, but once again, I'm a customer.
She's like, did they put an orange sticker on your car because you did hit 6 mailboxes on your way out of the parking lot?
So I was like, yes, they did. So as she's texting me, I pull off to like a more secure spot to really assess the damage here. And then I'm parked in front of a meter. And I said, you've already gotten enough of my energy. I'm not putting coins in the meter. I'm right here. I'm picking at the sticker. So I'm scraping the sticker back and forth. And like I can't even get more than a half a centimeter at a time. Like it is simply not budging, and it's huge, and it's in my sign. By like
That's vandalism.
it's vandalism. And then I get a text from Jordan, and she goes, "Oh yeah, you parked in the New Bedford District Attorney's parking spot, the DA's spot."
Not the DA.
So then I go on my Instagram.
This is
I go on
bad.
my story. I said, to the New Bedford DA's office, how dare you vandalize my car? Are you serious right now? Absolutely. I was like, I object to this. I was like, whoever you are, I hope you never win re-election. You're a bastard for this. You do not have my endorsement. I'm like freaking out, freaking out, freaking out. And then I go, and then I post that. I send it, right? I send it. Then I go online. I go on Google. I go, who the hell is the New Bedford DA right now? Thomas M. Quinn, of course. So it's Tommy Quinn, Tommy Quinney. Tommy Quinn, okay, look, now
Are we gonna have to bleep this out?
no, because
Like, are we gonna...
no, because let me finish the story and everything will be fine, okay?
Okay, nobody rush to Google.
No one rush until I finish the story, okay? No, don't get ahead of yourself for Tommy Quinney. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, who's Thomas Quinn? And I'm like, this guy has been the DA since I was like 14, okay? Because when I was in the Christian school, middle school, we used to
Did you put on a play for him?
we used to get from Mrs. Urbanic. Oh my God. We used to get a piece of paper because you pray a lot in Christian school. You don't know.
course.
Okay. You do like chapel, you do all the
I went to a
charades.
Catholic school and then I worked at a Catholic university, so I do know.
Okay, yeah, but you didn't go pray at the Catholic university. You just were recording them.
Bro.
You were recording the nuns.
I was at the Catholic school that I went to in my uniform while eating scented crayons.
Okay, so we would have chapel every single day, and then we'd have like our private church time in our class. And I like remember like during the history class, we'd start off every history class by praying for the officials at the local and senior levels.
That's psychotic.
I know, but,
Nobody
like,
asked for that.
The one thing about me, I'm never going to complain about my time at Christian school because I had fun. Like, no one traumatized me. I traumatized them. And that's on that. So I remember Thomas Quinn back in the day when I was like 13. He was the DA. He's still a DA. I swear to God, he's been the DA. And his lore deepens, right? Who did I go to high school with?
Tommy Jr.
Brendan Quinn.
Oh no.
His son.
Is he able?
No, he was very nice. And his
Okay.
locker was next to me. Think about it.
Quinn Porter. QP Mayo.
Yeah, it was the QU and then the PO. We had lockers. Very nice, very athletic, played lacrosse. We didn't really have a lot of crossover other than classes because we didn't run the same circles.
Yeah.
I had no beef with him. So, but now I got beef with your father. Because guess what? I'm pissed.
And you know what? He doesn't even know that you sent him prayers for
So-
all of those years. You've literally
And
just been sending him
Mike
nothing
Quinn
but good vibes.
praying
And what
for
does
him.
he do?
Mhm.
What does he do to return a bright orange, ugly? First off, it's fall.
Violations occur.
Bright neon colors are so out, babe. So what do you think about that?
It was like the camouflage orange, like that bright, like highlighter orange. Huge. Can't even see.
traffic cone orange.
Traffic cone
nothing,
orange
Nothing
in my
camo
eye
about
line.
it.
In my eye line, can't
Uh-huh.
even see. So I'm parked side of the road in front of in front of a meter I'm not paying for, and I'm hate posting. So I've already posted that first story. Then I go on Google, I search him.
Oh my God.
Just stop it. Just stop it over here. You're okay. The peanut gallery. I'm about to crush you too. So I find a picture of Thomas Quinn and I post it. I post his basically essentially his LinkedIn picture on my on my Instagram story.
Why did you?
And I'm
I
like,
didn't know that.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah, this is the best.
You'll never work in this town again. Like something crazy. I don't even remember. Because as I'm posting it, Jordan texts me and because she knows I'm freaking out because she's probably seen my story. And she's like, hey. She goes, first of all, he's clearly not even here. I don't see his car anywhere. So I'm pretty sure this is the person who's running the lot who gave you the sticker. I don't think the DA's office has really anything to do with this. I think it's just the guy who runs the lot. And I go, hey. I am upset right now. And you know what? I gotta calm down. Because right now I'm posting people at the local government level, and I'm kind of trying to dox them at this point. And it's not my character. It's not my vibe. You know what I mean? And I was just, when about me when I'm hurt, I'm gonna overreact.
Yeah, hurt people.
Hurt people. But had I had the information for the person who was running the lot,
that would have been a different story.
that would have stayed it for 24 hours. In the 10 minutes that it was up, over 10,000 people saw that. So, okay, tap in campers if you were one of the ones who saw it.
Who was one of the ones that saw the rare one.
So we come home and Jonathan's like, don't worry, we have Google on. Because after that, all this is happening and he's in therapy. So I pick him up and
I'm
like,
putting my pieces back together.
Yeah.
He's falling apart.
So he sees it. He's mortified as well. He's like, this is ridiculous. He's like, don't worry, we have Google on. So I'm basically driving down the highway with my head out the window.
That was crazy. Really, it was like, yeah, it was.
So I get home. Well, they're not going to tell me. I refuse. I get home. Jonathan's like, we got Google on. So I'm spraying this. He goes, spray the whole sticker thing and then put a paper towel over it and then spray it some more so it really locks in. And the back of the bottle says 10 minutes. I wait 11. I go back outside. I start wiping it away. It's not budging, you guys. It is not. Now it truly is vandalism. Jonathan had to go get me a Brillo pad.
I did a scouring pad. I just sacrificed one that I would have used for my dishes because whoever was running the lot really just needs to get it together.
I had to do small, controlled circles for about 8 minutes for the whole thing to come off in little pilly pieces. Glass, not damaged. I'm okay. I survived this. But hey, truly an overreaction. And I am looking for ways to retaliate. So if anyone has any creative ideas that will not accrue any legal action against me, please let me know how I can attack the lot at the Times Square building in New Bedford. Which, first of all, let's start there. The Times Square building in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Make that make sense. Make that sentence make sense. And let's start that. Let's bring the lot owner over and make that sentence make sense. So yeah, get creative in the comments, campers, because I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
I know. Well, it is hurt people. You are being reactionary, and I'm glad that you calmed down, but clearly it's still bothering you.
It was days ago, and I'm not over it.
And that's, it is what it is. I got a bunch of a really horrendous hate mail that I could take all the way to the top, but it was sent to my management, to multiple people at my management. So I retaliated, but I think I'll keep my mouth closed
You
for
mean a
that
hate
one.
comment on a video that someone DM'd your business account?
No, it wasn't a hate comment. Somebody sent an email.
Okay.
That was to me, for me, but it wasn't sent to me. It was forwarded to my managers.
And it was mean.
It was, I could definitely take it to law enforcement.
Was it a threat?
It was a threat. It was a promise. And there were lots of innuendos.
Why didn't you report it to the government?
I did, to Apple, to get them investigated. And they are.
They're being investigated. And then you did something sweet in retaliation.
Maybe.
You can say it. They're not going to follow it.
Maybe. Well, it's an open case. So I guess we'll have to wait for the, what is it called on the Housewives?
Yeah.
We'll have to wait for the reunion episode.
We can't speak about it. We cannot talk about an open case.
We'll bring him out.
My case is wide open with that parking guy, and I'll talk about it. Bastard. That's what's going on in my life.
No, I love that. Camp counselors will be right back after these short messages.
This episode is sponsored in part by Aura Frames.
I feel like every year I'm on the hunt for the perfect holiday gift, something personal but not too over the top. And honestly, I'm done stressing because Aura Frames is the easiest gift to give. Giving an Aura Frame makes holiday shopping so much easier. You just download the Aura app, connect to Wi-Fi, and you can add unlimited free photos and videos straight from your phone. And this is just one of the many reasons why it's such a great gift, not only for the friends and family you have like in your immediate life, but long distance family, because you can just send it on over, and every frame comes in a premium gift box with no price tag, so it looks absolutely fabulous right out of the mailer. So don't wait. Win the holidays now with Aura Frames.
For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code CAMP at checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code CAMP. This deal is exclusive to listeners and frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
This episode is sponsored in part by Cash App. I've always been obsessed with anything I can customize. Truly, it's my love language. And one of the coolest things about Cash App is that you can design your own debit card. You can pick from a bunch of different colors and patterns, add your favorite stamps or doodles to make it totally unique to you. You also get exclusive savings on stuff you're already buying, like coffee, boba, video games, and so much more. And if you're the type who loves concerts, your Cash App card gets you early access to ticket sales for huge tours like Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Finally, no need to worry about random monthly charges or minimum balance requirements. Take control of your money today with Cash App. For a limited time, new Cash App customers over 18 years old can earn $10 if they use code THAT'SMONEY10 in their profile at sign up and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank members. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Discounts and promotions provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. And now, back to the show.
Attention campers, please meet at the old flagpole under the tall pine for morning announcements. Welcome back to Morning Announcements, campers. This is the part of the show where we share news articles with you that you might have missed, that we want you to spread like wildfire. Counselor Jonathan,
Yeah.
what's on the docket?
So I read this title and I was like, I'm sorry, what? I just had to share it with you guys. Obviously, that means I will have to hold the title close to my heart until the end. Okay, so there is this magician where all great stories start in St. Louis, of all places. And his name is Z Tang Wang, and he goes by his stage name, Z, the Mentalist, which is what we call you.
Wait, I am really into. I hope you have the answer for this because I'm not sure.
Sure.
I'm really into a mentalist versus a magician. They're different.
Yes. So let me tell you a little bit more about him, and
Okay.
it'll kind of explain the difference. So, according to his website, he's also an accomplished scientist with a focus on biology. This is a website quote that I copy and pasted. Z uses magic to teach about the neuroscience of perception, illustrating the ways that our senses can be tricked and shedding light on the shortcuts and blind spots that we all share. So he's kind of like, oh, here's a magic trick, and then he'll kind of like share how he does it. You know, not immediately after. If he's doing a magic show for kids, he's not going to tell them. But like for adults, if someone's like, how'd you do that? Then he'll be like, this is what your brain thought was happening, but this is what was really happening, and this is why.
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool to like, because we all know it's fake.
Yeah.
So just show me.
Yeah, I believe in magic in a young girl's heart.
You were a junior magician.
I was a junior magician. I still have my pink deck of cards upstairs. I will run that shit into the ground. It was bicycle. You have to get the air cushion ones so you can fan them out. You know, there's a big difference. You know, it has like the waffle print on it because you could do they love it in poker because it's good, easy to shuffle. Good for sleight of hand. Okay, so he does this trick with a deck of cards where basically I read this whole article and I didn't quite I needed to see this card trick that they were referring to before I get into the meat of it. And nobody was explaining to me because I'm going to be honest, who wrote this? Joe Pring. Here, I'll start calling people out. Joe Pring at Dexerto article. he wasn't doing his job. He wasn't doing due diligence. I think he saw somebody else write about it, allegedly, and then he just kind of, like, picked up on it. He's like, "I'll do this, sure." And I was like, "Nobody's explaining how this card trick went." So, basically, he does this card trick with a deck of cards where you pull one and, you put it back in the deck like a classic as you do, and then he takes your phone, the participant's phone who just pulled the card, and he flips it upside down, so screen down, on top of the deck of cards.
Okay.
And then he goes through the whole magic thing and then he shows it. And then, oh my God, he pulls your card as you would expect. But that's not where the magic ends because he flips your phone over that you have and then you unlock the screen. And when you unlock it, there's a picture saved on your phone of the card
No,
that
no,
he
no,
pulled.
no. That doesn't. How did he do that?
I'll tell you. Because now there's a little
He
bump in the
stole
road
your
for him.
phone last night.
He broke into your house. Okay, so he can no longer do this trick.
Because he taught everyone how to do it.
No,
Oh.
because Z went on to publicly admit that years ago he had an RFID chip planted into his hand, surgically implanted to do magic tricks with.
That
Okay?
feels like cheating, but I'm kind of am into like the plot.
So the RFID chip can be reprogrammed and then reprogrammed as many times as he wants. And it kind of acts like a QR code, but using contact. So it's essentially like a tap to pay. But he's not like stealing your money. I don't know if it has the ability to do that. I don't think it does. I think you can just activate a link or like save a photo on somebody. So it seems a little sketchy to me, honestly, if I'm being honest. But you just have to come in contact with a piece of technology. And the chip in his hand sends a signal to your phone, opening an image. I already said that. At one point, he had programmed his chip to link directly to a meme on Reddit. He didn't say what meme this was, but this was where the bump in the road happened because one day he went to do the trick and he realized that the meme had been removed from the internet. And then true horror set in for him. And he said, quote, "When I went to rewrite the chip, I was horrified to realize I forgot the password that I had locked it with." He said his tech friends have tried to help him, but essentially, unless he gets it surgically removed, there's nothing he can do. They tried to like hack his little chip, hack his little mainframe. But he said, "It feels like I'm living in my own cyberpunk dystopian life right now, locked out of the technology that is locked inside of my own body. And it's my own damn fault. I can honestly say that I forgot the password to my own hand." I think he's gonna continue his magic journey, but he's just gonna work on the sleight of hand situation here. And as much, like I said, as much as I'd love to give this article full credit, I myself was more boots on the ground than Joe Pring was. You're Joe Pring. You're Joe Pring. But this half article was from Dexerto by Joe Pring. Magician forgot the password to his own hand after locking himself out of implanted RFID chip. And if you want to see Z the Mentalist magic, you can find him on YouTube. Epistatic Magic. Sure, I'll link it below. And then it also went on, there was something that he did with Bitcoin, and I couldn't understand it, so I didn't want to fully bring it to the table. But I believe he lost money in Bitcoin because it was also had something to do with the login on his chip.
Oh my god!
I know, and I was trying to figure out like what the hell they were talking about because they were like Fitbits
Explain
and
this
like
to an old person.
it was just really hard for me to do. But it sounds like he's like it is what it is, you know.
What does he have to carve it out of his skin?
He could get it surgically removed. It's a little bit bigger than a grain of rice, and it's right here.
Can he
And
feel it?
I don't think so, but he showed an X-ray of what it is. It
Uh,
looks like it's like in between the tendons, and I feel like if he clapped too much, it would like really rock the world.
Maybe if he claps too much, it'll unlock.
Yeah, how do we do
Have
a
you tried
factory?
clapping?
Yeah, do a factory reset.
Z, have you tried clapping? Come on, Z.
All right, Z, I'd love to clap for you.
Wow, that story
Clap
was
this ass.
that story was absolutely mental. Okay, my turn. Okay. My story is coming from Smithsonian Mag.
He's cultured.
What do you think about that?
I think it's like it's fun.
Okay, it's by Marta Hill. Marta is one of my favorite characters in School of Rock. Okay, so the article title is Urban Raccoons Are Showing Early Signs of Domestication. So, your local trash pandas aren't just getting used to digging through your trash can, they're actually starting to physically change in response to continued life around humans. In a study published last month in Frontiers in Zoology, researchers found that raccoons living in urban areas have a shorter snout than their rural counterparts do. It's a classic trait of domestication. So their noses are shrinking.
Because they don't have to sniff around for food?
No. So the research team, which included 16 students from co-author Rafaela Lesch's class at the University of Arkansas at Little Rock, dug through nearly 20,000 images of raccoons in the United States from the community science platform iNaturalist.
Wait, why was it, like, just scrolling through them one by one?
Be like long snout, short snout, long snout, short snout. Right.
20,000.
By comparing snout lengths to skull lengths, they found that urban raccoon snouts were 3.56% shorter than those of rural raccoons. Not that much shorter,
It's not that much shorter,
3%
and it could
shorter?
just be, like,
How does
their
the naked eye
families.
spot the 3%
In
shorter?
20,000 photos, that's what I'm saying.
Well, don't test them, babe.
We've gotta have better things to do with our time.
Okay, don't be rude. 'Cause I like this article. Now you're being fresh. I don't like that.
I'm gonna be fresh.
The concept of domestication may bring to mind a human driven process of artificial selection, but that is not an accurate view. According to the paper, domestication can start to occur without direct human involvement. So it's not just like grabbing them and petting them. That's not what this means. Okay. As animals adapt to human environments, in the case of raccoons, trash availability may be enough to kickstart those changes. So, one thing about us humans is that wherever we go, we produce a lot of trash. That was a quote. So, from Marina Wang. So, the readily available mounds of human scraps encourage the animals to dig around searching for food, but they also reward a dampened fight or flight response, which helps them feed successfully despite interference from humans. So raccoons in cities have learned to be bold enough to raid garbage cans, but polite enough to avoid negative interactions with people, says Marcy Logzen, a wildlife veterinarian at Washington State University, who was not involved in the study.
What is she doing here?
She just wanted to comment. She said raccoons have adapted incredibly well to our presence. So human environments are putting an evolutionary selection pressure on the raccoons, which seems to be leading them to develop smaller facial skeletons, just one of the handful of common traits that are known as domestication syndrome. Among animals that live closely with humans, researchers also often see curly tails, floppy ears, smaller brains, and depigmentation in the fur.
Smaller brains.
So they're just like, hey, I gotta be bold. I gotta eat this trash, but I gotta be kind of cute so you don't scream at me. And that's what's happening. The raccoons in urban areas.
That okay, this is interesting. I'm really trying to wrap my little brain around it.
So hundreds of that, maybe thousands of years ago, this happened. The same thing with cats and dogs. Dogs were wolves. Cats were like leopards, and they kind of just like kept hanging around. And they were like,
Yeah, I'm sorry, there was never a teacup Yorkie, like, out in the woods.
no, like it's evolution. It keeps evolving. So like raccoons are next. The foxes are
Yeah,
punching the
what
air right now because they're pissed. They're like, we've been trying.
were all dogs like I guess I'm confused where dogs came from.
They
I know we're
came
not
from
talking about it, but, like
wolves.
I know, but, like, a Dalmatian and a Chihuahua, how are they related? Well, I
You
feel like a
don't
Chihuahua I
want
could see
to
being
know.
wild, but I'm like, I'm not seeing a golden retriever out in, like, the mountains.
Not the form you're seeing now, but at some point.
It's homeward bound.
So my dad had a raccoon. I read this story, said, my dad had a raccoon. So I texted him. I said, Dad, didn't you have a raccoon? He said, yeah, Rocket, the raccoon.
Rocket, that's, like, from, oh my god, that ride we love.
Yeah, Rocket the raccoon. Oh, from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
But babe, that's from a movie.
Uh,
It's literally the
no,
movie.
I
Like reference the
know.
movie, not the ride.
No, it's a ride
Only
based on a movie, based on a raccoon who's been domesticated with a small nose.
so I he said, "Yeah, I had Rocket. It was awesome." So I was gonna text him some follow-up questions, but I said, "Let me call him." So me and my dad talked this morning for 30 minutes on the phone about Rocket.
Did you record it?
No, but I wrote some notes.
Please tell.
Anyway, so he was named Rocket, after Rocky Raccoon, that song by the Beatles.
Never heard of it.
So my dad was driving down a dark, dark road by the harbor in Westport, Massachusetts in the 80s. He said probably 1983. And unfortunately, he saw a mother raccoon hit by a car.
Oh,
And on the side of her were two sets of beady little eyes,
no.
scared baby raccoons.
Oh, this is so sad. It's like Bambi.
So my dad pulled over, and one raccoon, one of the little ones, ran. It was so scared. And then the other one was just like paralyzed in fear. So my dad picked up the raccoon and had it for 2 years. He said he went back to look for the other one a couple times and couldn't find it. So my dad had this raccoon for 2 years in his apartment in his 20s. He said, I was like, "Did it act like a dog?" And he was like, "No, definitely more like a cat."
Yeah, I feel like they act like ferrets almost, like they're squirmy, they roll out, and they just get into
So
things.
he ate the Rocket ate mostly cat food and had some treats.
And the cat food back then was Meow
It wa
Mix.
my father
Oh my
absolutely did
god, and the
not mix.
cutest I know it's not good for cats, shut up.
I know, we know.
Shut up.
Now we know.
But their bags, they were cute, and they have, like, the little X's and O's, it's very, tic-tac-toe core.
So he said what was interesting about his raccoon and other raccoons is he's like, they will not eat unless they can wash their hands. So if it's time to eat food, you have to put a bowl of water out so they can wash their hands as they eat.
I'm sorry, the ones that dig through the trash and have rabies need to use Purell
Rocket was like literally had to have his little bowl of water so you eat.
and a soft soap.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not eating unless I wash my hands. So he said he
That's
was pretty
cute.
chill. He like loved everybody. But like sometimes sometimes Rocket didn't like you, like it just you couldn't help it. So you'd stand on his back legs and hiss. That's kind of scary.
No, listen, Randy Raccoon, he might be a fictional character at camp, but he was very real to me when he attacked me.
So so my dad would take him on walks in the woods and he would just walk alongside my
He
dad.
wouldn't put him on a leash?
No, he would just walk with my dad.
I feel like that's not because it's like, hey,
This is
if you
so
wanna go, you can go, but he
Yeah.
imprinted.
So yeah, he like loved my dad. So my dad had to get rid of him because
I don't wanna hear this part, just end it on the go
no,
part.
it's good. It's just fine ending.
Okay.
It's all good. So he would sit in the he would sit in the window.
This better not be of mice and men.
Stop. Let me just tell a story that you making up things that aren't happening. So he would sit in the window and my dad's landlord was like, "What the hell?" And my dad was like, "Oh, it's a stuffed animal. It's not real." And then he got away with it. And like a month later, he was back in the window, and the landlord was like, "That ain't no stuffed animal. That thing was moving."
That
So
is
my dad was
crazy.
like, "Oh my God, I don't know what to do." So he called the police and he was like, "Hi, I don't know what to do, but I need to rehome this raccoon." And he's like, "My dad can get evicted from this apartment." So they were like, "Hold on." So they put him in contact with this like wildlife like group, and then the wildlife group gave him a contact information of this guy who lives in the Cape, and he works for this rehabilitation program especially for raccoons. So he has a house and he has this like raccoon shelter on the side of his house, and the raccoons have the ability to come and go as they please out of like so it's like it's kind of like a natural integration of them trying to get back into the wild. So eventually so he went there, my dad dropped him off there, and he lived a kind of a little bit of time in that little like
In the
area
in-between.
until he finally committed to like going back out on his own.
Oh, that's
So he was brought
nice.
back to the wild. He like had his own little moment.
Oh, okay, well, that's good. So he, like, lived in an apartment for a couple years, had a roommate, then he went to a sanctuary, got his rehab done, he checked out of rehab, and, like, back to the wildlife. I hope he found his brother.
I know. Probably
I
not because that was different area.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
they
Westport.
definitely were not reunited.
Well, maybe they, like, ended up at the
Well,
beach.
I think it's like my dad will just say something like that so passively and like casually. He's like, "Yeah."
Your
I'm like,
dad's not well, your dad's
"What?"
not a like, a jokester like
Oh my
that.
God, my dad's not he's like silly, but he's not a storyteller. Like he doesn't like me and you, we make shit up all the time. But that my dad would like he had all the facts. I was like, "What?"
That is crazy. Does he have any pictures? I'm gonna ask
No, he
him.
doesn't have any pictures. It was the 80s.
They had cameras. He probably had
Your
a
family
Polaroid, a disposable.
your family documented every sneeze you took, like, and sneezes before you got there.
It's
My
true.
family, as we've talked about before, didn't even take pictures of me, let alone the raccoon.
Camp counselors will be right back after these short messages. This episode is sponsored in part by IM8. IM8's Daily Ultimate Essentials gives you the benefit of 16 different supplements in one tasty drink. It was co-founded by David Beckham and developed with insight from experts at Mayo Clinic, Cedars-Sinai, and even a former NASA chief scientist. It's packed with 92 nutrient-rich ingredients, vitamins, minerals, adaptogens, plus pre, pro, and postbiotics, designed to help you feel good from the inside out. There ingredients are research backed, and in clinical trials, 95% of participants felt more energetic and 85% had better digestion and less bloating. Give your body what it deserves with IM8. Go to im8health.com/campcounselors and use code campcounselors for a free welcome kit, 5 free travel packets, plus 10% off your first order. That's health.com/campcounselors. Use code campcounselors for a free welcome kit, 5 free travel packets, plus 10% off your order. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. This ad is brought to you by Viivhealthcare, the makers of Apretude, cabotegravir. You never skip your SPF, and you carry hand sanitizer like an accessory. But what are you doing for HIV prevention? One way to help protect yourself from HIV is Apretude, a prescription medicine used to reduce the risk of getting HIV in adults and adolescents weighing at least 77 pounds. You must be HIV negative to receive Apretude and get tested before each injection. If you think you were exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms, tell your doctor right away. More HIV testing may be needed. Apretude does not prevent other sexually transmitted infections. Practice safer sex to reduce your risk. Get Apretude as scheduled. Missing doses increases your HIV risk. Don't take Apretude if allergic to it or taking certain medicines that may interact. Tell your doctor about your medical conditions, liver problems, and mental health. Serious side effects include allergic reactions or rash, liver problems, and depression. If these occur, get medical help right away. The most common side effect is injection site reaction. Bring your A game and talk to your doctor. Learn more at apretude.com or call 1-888-240-0340. And now, back to the show.
Grab your bug juice and bear spray, campers. It's time to pack it up and take a hike.
Welcome back to Take a Hike. This is the part of the show where we bitch a little. We tell something to pack it up and take a hike. Okay, so I feel like campers, we can all probably relate to this. Okay, what I'm telling to take a hike is dry knuckle season. I feel like no matter how much moisturizer, no matter how many lotions, potions, or applesauce I apply to my knuckles, they're just constantly dry. They were bleeding 2 days ago. I got the bleeding to stop. You can't really even tell. But if you look up close, yes, they get so dry. Because here's the thing, especially post-COVID, I wash my hands more than I know that I should. Okay. And I Purell more than I know that I should. It's actually not helping my immune system. It's compromising it. I get it. And it's also drying my skin out like crazy. But I hate the way moisturizer feels on the palm of my hand. Do you?
I don't use lotion. My hands are too sweaty. It activates it.
I need a lotion that has a pump. I don't like the ones that I have to stick my finger in.
Oh,
we use it
no,
for the
that
one
feels dirty.
for the one for our face. Like I use it because it's a little amount, but it really is
The
like you're
cocoa kind.
you're contaminating. It's now a petri dish, of nasty little
That's
barnacle
true.
and bacteria.
That's true.
And it's really not. It's not good for anybody involved. So I like a pump, but I have to literally pump it on the back of my hands, slap. Like this. This is how I put my hand lotion on, and that's why I will do it in the privacy of a bathroom stall. Hopefully not a bathroom stall in public, because then I have to wash my hands again. And then I rub it like this, and it just looks psychotic, and then it's uneven, and I hate it. The one hand lotion I do like was, you did an ad for Jergens. This is not a sponsorship.
Oh, the cloud cream?
The cloud cream was it. They advertised it as so, and it really was light. And people were like, use it in the summer. I'm like, no, I just like, that's my year round, because it really wasn't, it didn't leave a greasy residue, and I really enjoyed that. But I can't, oh my God, even on this sweater, like when I was putting it on, having my knuckles touch a wool sweater is like nails on chalkboard. I hate it. It just makes my blood run cold. It's awful. It's really difficult for me over
Just
here.
stay moist.
And I'm really trying. Also, campers, it is that time of year again. I talked about this on a episode a long time ago. Get your carousel foot repair, intensive foot repair. You don't even have to do it like religiously. You put that shit, it's the worst packaging I've ever seen in my entire life. They really need a rebrand on that. But you slap it on the bottom of your feet, especially during the winter. Put a sock on. I know you're going to have to sleep with a sock on with a wet foot, but you only have to do it like once, maybe twice. And then you're good for like maybe 2 weeks, depending on like the work that you do and whatever your moon rising sign is. I don't know. Just a quick reminder on that. But what I'm telling to take a hike are my knuckles and just dry knuckle season, because it's begun and it's not going to end until April.
Thank you for sharing, and thank you for spreading awareness for dry knuckles across the world.
You're welcome.
My take a hike this week is going to any gift guide I've ever read. There's never been a good gift guide. They're all horrendous. And especially, I really want to focus on specifically today gift guides for men. Wow. There's actually nothing harder in this world than buying a gift for your father. Any father. What do dads need? Absolutely nothing. Everything sucks. But somehow Cosmo's list for 50 unforgettable gifts for your father really it's actually like mind-numbing. It's crazy. It's almost offensive, these things. I want to just highlight a couple that I saw on their list and a few other ones while shopping around, and just give me a gut check of what you think of these gifts for him. Um, the first one I saw, which was, I was like, what are we doing here? An executive fidget set. So it was a variety of like fidget toys, but they were all like metal and silver.
So like a fidget spinner and like
Like a
those keys,
like a
like clicky
ball and like a
keys.
little like maybe like a puppet thing, but it was all like metal.
You think
Well,
your dad wants that?
it was executive.
So it's gonna be expensive and it's gonna rot in a landfill.
So that was ridiculous. What does dad want? A bonsai tree starter kit? What are we talking
He's
about?
gonna pass it down for generations.
My dad, and it's not even started yet. It's a seed.
Wait, don't they take like 100 years to get like a foot tall? He's never gonna see it.
Yeah, it's like they don't even give like get me going a little bit.
Yeah, buy one that's at least like 25 or of legal drinking age.
Ridiculous. How about waterproof playing cards?
Now you know what? I know someone who could use that.
Who?
Z the Mentalist.
Oh,
So he can do his magic tricks by the pool.
Giving my father waterproof playing cards.
For what?
For what?
And have you ever actually used them? Because I bought them one time from Pier 1 Imports. They got me at the checkout line. They did. They got me, gals. But I did buy them and I never played with them again because they were so hard and kind of sharp.
It's okay. I see that. So this one's on every list as well. A hot sauce sampler. Just a bunch of mini hot sauces.
Now this one,
This is giving junk.
it's giving junk, but I feel like if your dad is into hot sauce, that's the only one I'll agree with so far because it's like you're not in your dad's mouth.
Yeah,
So
but
you can't tell.
does daddy really need hot sauce? Does daddy need a hot sauce sampler? All the sauces are like the size of a quarter. It's just, it's waste. I
It
know
is a lot.
someone
A
that
lot of it
just-
is waste. What?
I
Say
know
it.
someone that just got a spa advent calendar and it was like,
And an eye patch.
no, it was a spa advent calendar and it was like no branding. So just like off-brand spa stuff. I
Where was
cannot.
it from? Oh,
I
we
can't tell you who right now,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's like an advent calendar. It's all off-brand, like skin scrubs, and I was like, your skin's gonna melt off. It's like
No ingredients listed on the back.
it's like nose pore stretch, like patches, but like there's no branding, so you have no idea where these are made or anything.
Oh no.
So that's once again, it's waste.
Mm,
How about well, speaking of hot sauce, you know who's on every single one of these lists who I believe is like that this is an industry plant of a brand.
Mr. Beast.
No, Truff.
Oh, I don't like truff.
Who is eating all the Truff hot sauce, the truffle hot sauce, the Truff brand? They're on every gift guide I've ever seen.
They stink.
They stink. I don't like truffle. What about elastic shoelaces? Nothing says Merry Christmas, Dad more than here's elastic shoelaces.
And then they kind of have the curly cues at the end, like when you're 10.
The only one I saw in there that
Well, if your dad's elderly, that could be helpful.
yeah, but
But that's also not a gift. That's just something that you be like, oh, you need this so you don't trip over your shoelaces. I'm not going to wait till Christmas to give it to you.
Oh, you don't want to unwrap elastic shoelaces under the tree?
I know what I'm getting.
Okay, so the one that I did see that my dad would like was
Raccoon food.
no, a headlamp beanie. The beanie with a light built into it. And my dad actually would use that.
How do you wash it?
How many do you really wash your beanies that much?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're also gay.
True.
Like my dad, like on this site, isn't
There's gay dads. Gay dad all over the world.
I'm not talking. Okay, make it political. Why don't you?
Do you think the new counselor likes the top bunk or the bottom bunk? Over.
Either way, I'm giving them my boondoggle keychain. Over.
Welcome back to Camper Crush of the Week. Ooh, the fire's crackling. We're snogging, we're loving, we're supporting, we're celebrating. We're celebrating excellence in the category of whatever we want to talk about. Jonathan, what are you crushing on?
Gingerbread.
You're always crushing on gingerbread.
Has anybody else noticed 2025 has been the year of gingerbread?
Lots of ginger decoration.
And I feel like to the normal person walking past Christmas decor, who maybe isn't a fan of any aesthetic in particular during the holiday season, maybe you could just be like, I'm not paying attention to that. But I pointed it out to you. And now we won't stop seeing it. I'm seeing gingerbread men everywhere. I'm talking like Pottery Barn had an entire line. Michael's, I feel like they've always had one, but their gingerbread line has like really exploded. Someone was walking around. We passed them with like a was it Aerie? It was like a clothing brand. It was like pink. I don't know. Some clothing brand that shocked me by having a giant gingerbread man and then a gingerbread house on the back of the bags. And I think for far too long, gingerbread has been pushed to the back of the Christmas shelf.
Kind of granny.
It is kind of granny, and it really does. It can like really mess up your bicuspids, and I understand that. But aesthetically speaking, like I've always loved gingerbread man. I love the cut. Like, look at my shoes. Oh my God, look at my socks. They look like Laura Ingalls Wilder.
I think right now we're seeing a lot of neutrals. We're seeing a lot of cottage core, and
a lot of brown.
It's kind of like fitting that vibe.
It really. I saw napkin rings. Never seen that with a gingerbread man on it before. I don't know. I just think I'm loving that it's her time of year. I think move over candy cane. Like, we're over you. We don't need to. We did just buy this, and that's like whatever. But like, move over candy cane. Let gingerbread through. And as a partial ginger myself, I would like to thank Pottery Barn on behalf of all ginger.
Yeah, Pottery Barn was doing it big this year with gingerbread. Go check it out.
Go check it out.
Use
I love
code
it.
CAMP at checkout. It won't work, but maybe it'll trigger something for them to work with us.
They'll be like, I don't know what you mean. You're like, just try it again. I don't know. Type it.
Nothing's more campy than gingerbread.
So
do people call it G-bread?
I don't think it. I think we all have the time.
Oh, I'll get a G-bread cookie, please.
And that's also the gingerbread house kits. They never come with enough.
Well, now they're getting cute. Like, well, let's talk about that for a minute. When we were growing up, you had to make it yourself, or there was one available at Walmart. And then somewhere around 2008, they had a second one, and it was the Oreo one. And it was just those two.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're making all season gingerbread houses. We saw a gingerbread treehouse.
And a little cottage.
We didn't get them, but they were available.
Yeah. And I think everybody's getting like fun and creative, but they don't put enough candies in there. And they're like rock hard.
You have to supplement.
You have to buy extra. I need to do my gumdrop patio, and I just like, it's just not going to suffice the way that they give it to you. But loving gingerbread, she's a humble queen, and so am I. Thank you.
My crush of the week is going through your ornaments. I love it. I love rehashing the same nachos every single year. Looking at our little collection and saying, "No, remember this one?
Forgot about this one.
This one we got in Maine. This one we got in Louisiana." Jonathan and I, we're collectors throughout the year, especially ornaments. So this is a big time for us because we're reaping what we've been sowing all goddamn year. The one from Maine that we got this year, we didn't get to put up until this year. So it's very exciting to go through all of our ornaments and find out who's being added to the mix.
Where's Niagara Falls?
Oh, I saw her. I don't know where she went.
She
I
didn't
saw
go
her
with the
recently.
She didn't go with the Christmas stuff.
I'll find her.
Oh, now I'm
find
worried.
her.
Yeah, because we really do buy every all throughout the year. I love it. I think it's so fun. You wanted to get rid of this ornament we have, and it's essentially a piece of trash with a paper clip shoved into it. And Zach goes, he looks and he goes, "Why do we keep lugging this around? Like, what is this even from? I'm throwing it out." And I said that was our first New Year's together.
It's a cork that's from our first New Year's together that we have a paperclip in it. And I get it. Jonathan is like so sentimental, and we're going to keep it because now we have identified what it is. But it is like trash on the tray.
It looks awful, but it has a story.
I have my COVID-19 Binax test in the ornaments, and it's basically it's an artifact, and it was the first 2020. I had COVID for Christmas that year before the podcast. I was alone. And my friend Mia gave it to all of us at a Texas Roadhouse. She literally, my friend Mia was a super spreader. She gave a table of 10 COVID all at the same time. So she did. And she denies it, but she did, and she knows it was her. So I have that on the tree. And well, I don't put it up anymore, but I keep it with the ornaments because I had it as an ornament. And it's a little gross that I carry it around, but it's for me, it's sentimental. I like to remember why it was an impactful Christmas for me. And this is going to be big news, bears, in a couple of years.
It's turning brown. Like where you rubbed your boogers, it's brown.
Just
it's
relax.
like an oxidized banana.
You're hurting my feelings. I don't like that at all. Okay. One of my friends gave me this person from high school that we have a hyperfixation of. Okay, this is a great Christmas idea. That shared person that you guys are obsessed with, you and your best friend, like someone that's like in your, like, I don't know, like your inside jokes, right? This one person that me and my friend always talk about. She made me an ornament of this person, and it's it's literally 2-dimensional with a piece of plexiglass over it, and it makes me laugh every single year I find it out. I pick it out of there. I go, this is this random person that we talk about in their Halloween costume.
I mean, it sounds like he's not saying it as like being a bully. Like,
oh no,
this person you've talked to this person, we've gone out with this person. They are just like so funny.
Oh no,
and,
they're
like,
so sinister in nature
out there.
Like you're being mice, I'm being fresh. This person is dark sided. And yeah, they hang on my tree in their Halloween costume. And I don't care what you think about that. That's the truth, and it's funny. Because that person is uncontrollable.
We'll never be in control.
Yeah. And so go through your Christmas ornaments this year if you haven't yet, and just enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Camp counselors will be right back after these short messages. This episode is brought to you in part by MeUndies. Holiday season is practically upon us, and if you haven't started your list yet, don't panic. MeUndies has your back and your butt. MeUndies has unbelievably soft underwear and loungewear made from ultramodal fabric, and campers, they are so comfortable. I'm literally wearing them right now. MeUndies has matching sets in fun, festive prints. They've got snowflake sweater patterns, cute snowmen, penguins, and so much more. They've also got a ton of solid color choices too, from cozy joggers to festive onesies, cheeky undies to cuddle-worthy bralettes. There's a cut, color, and vibe for everyone on your list. And right now, you can get up to 50% off. Yes, you heard me correctly, up to half off post-haste campers. Knock out all your holiday gifting needs today with MeUndies. To get exclusive holiday deals up to 50% off, go to MeUndies.com/counselors and enter promo code counselors. That's MeUndies.com/COUNSELORS, promo code counselors for up to 50% off. This episode is brought to you in part by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are just a few of the things people are saying about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations. And now, back to the show.
What song's been stuck in your head all week? Welcome to Camp Songs.
Welcome back to Camp Songs. This is the part of the show where we add a whole bunch of songs to a playlist for you and your friends to gather around, sitting on the floor of your living room and listen to together in unison with the volume at a reasonable decibel. Okay, so my song that I'm adding actually came on while I had worker gloves on, and I don't want to make it sound like I was working harder than Zachariah, because Zachariah was working way harder than I was, about approximately 8 hours longer than I was. We were raking leaves and I couldn't take my earbuds out or skip the song, so I had to listen to the songs I didn't like. And this song I would usually skip, but I listened to it all the way through and I was like, no, actually, I really like that song. That song being Concert Pitch by Empire of the Sun.
Where'd that go?
I don't wanna go, I just wanna ride with you.
Never heard
And
that.
then I know I'll be by your side.
I've never heard this.
With you tonight. You would know it as I'm not doing it justice.
I don't know. You sounded pretty good. I just didn't know it.
Thank you. I'm not doing it justice just for girls. You would know it. But so Empire of the Sun, they have a lot of hits. You remember them?
No.
They're still around. So they sing Walking on a Dream. How can I explain?
Oh,
you know
yeah.
that one.
Walking on a Dream.
Yeah. That one. So they have that one. They have a lot of other bops. I actually saw them playing. I went to a 9 Inch Nails concert or something, and they were opening. I don't remember what exactly it was for. I didn't go for them, but they were there, and I was like, matter of fact, they're pretty good. So they're mostly known, like I said, for their number one song, Walking on a Dream, but they're an Australian duo, Luke Steele and Nick Littlemore. That's not a stage name. That's his real last name.
A little more.
Nick, I'm gonna need a little more. Thank you. So Luke Steele actually wrote and produced Beyonce's song "Rather Die Young" for the album 4. And also the Mac Miller song "The Spins." You know that song.
Mm-hmm.
So he's actually the voice. Both of them are the voice singing in the backtrack of that, and I didn't realize that
Amazing artist.
because that was like years ago. Rest in peace to the King Mac Miller. So Luke said that he wrote the song Concert Pitch while in a hotel room in Santa Monica after having a mental breakdown about the music industry.
Ooh.
However, the website Drowned in Sound described the song perfectly: deliriously upbeat confection with a punchy disco pulse and wistfully breathy chorus. And that was written before AI took chokehold. So that was what they were saying back then. And also the band is like so Camp Shady Birch because they're very have you ever seen what they look like? Probably not. They're very costumey, very not so much guar, like very costumey. Not like guar, but
What's guar?
oh, you don't know about guar?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna save that for next week. Oh, you're in for a treat. Mamrie Hart, I will ask her to explain it to you. She'll do a better job than I do. They wear like all of these costumes and they have this fictional universe and an entire storyline kind of like Ghost before, but it's very Camp Shady Birch. And I just wanted to share that with all the campers here. So you're welcome in advance. Thank you for listening to my camp song.
My song I also rediscovered while raking leaves.
Good time.
And a song that I typically like skip or it like plays in the background. I'm like, okay, but then I finally heard it for the first time in a long time. I said, I'm shaking my hole. So my song this week is Dip It Low by Christina Milian.
Dip it low, girl.
Dip it low, pick it up slow, roll it around, poke it out, let your back roll. Pop, pop, pop that thing. I'ma show you how to make a man say, what? So this song, wow. I was raking the leaves and I almost had a pause and I was like, wait, pop, pop, pop that thing. I literally was like whoever drove by in the front yard, no one ever speaks to me. And I cannot keep talking about this, but like outside doing 5 hours of yard work, not a single soul pulls by the way. Like I got one wave. Everyone dodges me. They like shake their tatas and yayas at you. Yabo, yabo, yabo. No, but like someone was like, pop, pop, pop that thing. I literally had to stop and I was like, that Wendy Williams.
Oh yeah, where's she?
Like I was going nuts and I was like, I forgot about this song. Guess what? It came out 21 years ago.
I can see that.
Yeah. It's just,
I can see that.
you have to, like, campers, I know you know it, but I really want you to put it back on and put it on with intention. Put it on an intentional volume and really like go hard with it in the car, in the AirPods, like just really kind of feel it. The video is insane, by the way.
I don't think I've ever seen the video.
I had never seen it. It is so gay man's music night. It's nuts. Like music video night.
Christina Milian made so much music. Somebody hit the lights. Oh my God, the Kim Possible theme song, please.
So in the video, first of all, the song has that kind of like
It's
global.
kind of sleazy.
Well, it's got that global. It's got those like almost like Asian strings in the beginning, like the guitar.
Yeah.
It's like kind
A
of global.
sitar.
Is it sitar? She thought that it wasn't going to be a commercial success because it had that kind of like interesting like global sound.
Shania Twain. So
She had
blue CD.
no idea. Well, the video is so hot. You know when she says dip it low, she does a drag dip, like a shablam.
Okay.
She does like a on her back dip. And she's on this platform. At one point, she's covered in like black oil and she's being spun around and she's like slicking around in it. And she's like never breaks. She's like whipping around the screen. People are just like spitting her. She's never breaking eye contact with the camera. I said, no, I was unfamiliar with Milian's game. I really only, when I think about her, I think about her as more of like a correspondent now. Like the transition of like, I'm seeing her to like
Yeah.
E-News. Like that's how I see her. I kind of forget that she was like this illustrious singer.
I forgot she was on E-News.
No, I don't know if she's on E-News, but I feel like
I
she
know
was
what
like,
you mean. I know what you mean. Like,
she's
yeah.
like so-
at the Thanksgiving Day parade, she's gonna have a mic somewhere that has like one of those square logos on it.
like she's stepping in for like Julianne Hough for like Dancing with the Stars. Like that's kind of her like vibe now.
This is so embarrassing. I'm embarrassed.
Your tag's on.
I was like, what is poking me?
Well, don't return it.
This is from Kohl's. It was on clearance.
I
60%.
said that it was from Kohl's.
You spent $20 on this.
Well, I had to.
It was originally $50.
I just have a couple more fun facts if you're okay to listen.
Yeah.
So, the song was first pitched to Britney Spears. She said no, she don't want it.
I don't think I could see Britney doing that.
Well,
Maybe during like the blackout era.
I feel like I can see it.
Blackout, or no, it was before that.
It was 2004.
Oh, it was the boys.
That was unidentifiable.
Boys, she's in control.
And it peaked at number 5, her biggest charting hit. I want you guys to
Interesting.
re-listen. It really, when you're popping it low, you drop that low and you just pop it for me, guys. You guys are amazing. My stomach is literally doing jumping jacks.
It's popping it low.
Do you know when a lab in Marley and Me and their stomach flips? That's what's happening to me right now.
What? I know you have to go, so I'm not going to ask you to explain. But
You've never seen Marley and Me?
That's the kind of movie you don't. That's not a rewatch.
Did you see it?
I think I watched half of it, and I said I'm going to call it.
So you never saw the ending of it, and the stomach flips. I honestly, my stomach has flipped. I need you to take me to the vet.
Okay, well,
You
of
got
mice
me.
and men.
You got me barbacoa, and now she wants out.
She's barking at the back
The
door.
barbacoa
Let
is
her out.
barking at me, and there's nothing less Christmas than Chipotle. They have not cracked that code.
No, they haven't.
So I'm gonna go release this Kraken. You guys have been incredible. We have so much fun going on in Patreon this month. Videos every single week. We love you. We're gonna see you next week. And I gotta be honest, I'm just gonna let them know now. Next Wednesday is our last episode of the year. So really savor this one. Share it with a friend. Post it on your story. Really just enjoy life. Enjoy the holidays. We have one more fabulous week coming up with you guys before we take a little break. So make sure you're rating and reviewing our show 5 stars wherever you listen. Anything else I'm missing, Jonathan?
No, I think that's it.
You guys are amazing. We will see you next week. We'll see you next year. And with that being said,
Lights out, campers.